Chapter 58. Anjali speaks. Damn, the one man I ever loved did me in. The one man who I thought actually cared. The man I actually believed. Yes, you got me, Yeshav. I did it. Feeling all accomplished, worth destroying what we had. Happy? I sure hope so. One of us should be happy at least. I killed my twin sister. Biological twin, yes. You see, I never really grew up with her. I didn't even actually know her until a few months ago. In that sense, we weren't typically twins. We didn't have the twin bond they keep talking about on Discovery Channel or in psychology articles. How could we? We were both bastards. Is there a bastard bond? I saw her on the terrace looking so pretty. She was wearing yet another expensive red and gold lehenga. She had her 3 lakh rupees engagement ring on as well. More than my annual salary on her ring finger, which is, of course, when I had a job. I waited for her on the terrace. She came up and greeted me, all excited. Saurav had not come yet. I had asked her to come to the terrace before, so I could see her all decked up first. My beautiful sister, I said. Thank you. I'm so hungry. He better come soon. She held a puja plate in her hand. I walked up to the ledge. She followed me there. Such a beautiful evening, I said. The moon will be out soon, she said, looking up at the sky. In some ways, Karwa Chauth is such a romantic festival. The girl waiting for the moon and her lover. At another level, what a regressive, sexiest celebration considering only the girl stays hungry. Despite eating nothing all day, Prerna was buzzing like a bee, energetic and happy, almost delirious with joy. Just imagine, next Karwa Chauth, I will be all married, she said. Can't wait to see you as a bride, I said. Let me fix your makeup. Your eyeliner is smudging a bit. Is it? She said. We couldn't see each other's face clearly in the darkness. Yeah, give me your phone. I will use the flashlight to see better. I left mine to charge downstairs. She gave me her phone, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It had released just 2 weeks ago and cost over 1 lakh rupees. I held her phone in my left hand and focused its flashlight on her face. I took out a tissue from my pocket and dabbed at her lashes. Shut your eyes, I said. As I moved from one eye to the next, she complied. 1 second, let me wet the tissue with my water bottle. Keep your eyes closed, okay? I said. She nodded, eyes still shut. I moved fast. I kept her phone down. I moved back a few steps from her. I ran towards her with full force, my arms extended out in her directions. Bam! Both my stretched hands hit her at the same time. I hoped my momentum would be enough to topple her over. But her upper body fell back on the ledge and her left leg lifted off the ground. Her right leg stubbornly remained on the terrace floor. Her backbone had hit the ledge, causing her to yell in pain. Oh, she screamed. Her eyes opened. Anjali, she said, trembling in fear. What are you doing? She tried to fight back. I punched her in the face as I saw fear and confusion in her eyes. She tried to stand up straight, and as she tried to find her balance, her footing, I sprinted across the terrace. From a corner, I charged at her again. This time, my hands hit her right on her shoulders. Her body went over the ledge and she fell. She screamed on her way down the 4th floors. I didn't do too well in physics in school, but I remember about gravity. Acceleration of around 10 meters per second squared. Scream third, the roaring silence. It all lasts less than 5 seconds. I picked up Prerna's phone, smashed it with a brick, and the screen shattered with a satisfying crunch. I went up to the ledge and looked down. I saw her on the road, face down. Nobody had spotted her yet. I tossed her phone towards her, aiming as close to her as possible. I checked the time, 10 minutes to get back to my meeting point. I couldn't waste a second. I couldn't ponder over what I had done or break down or whatever. No, I had work to do. Every moment mattered. I left the terrace and ran down the steps. I wanted to go straight down. However, I heard footsteps from a couple of floors below. In panic, I took out my keys to Adi's apartment. I opened his main door and went inside. I could hear him playing on his guitar and ran to the studio. Anjali, you are back? How was your trip? Adi said. He stood up to hug me. We kissed. He wanted to keep kissing, but I couldn't. I didn't have time. Trip was good, Adi. I did it. What? Adi said, surprised. She's there on the road. He ran up to his balcony and looked down. Anjali, what is this? You mentioned it, but I thought you were just venting in frustration. I didn't actually think you had go ahead with it. I told you, Adi, I always mean what I say. What will happen now? He said, panic in his voice. I have to leave. You better be the first one to get to the body on the road. Go now while everyone is in the kitchen. Why? You know she wear a 3 lakh rupees ring, right? His eyes met mine. 3 lakh rupees can buy a lot of drugs, he knew. What about my fingerprints? He said. I have seen gloves in your kitchen, I said. Yes, okay, fine, he said. Bye. I said and gave him a peck on the cheek. I will be back soon. I ran out of his apartment. I checked the stairwell up and down. I couldn't see anyone. I had worn cushioned sneakers and they made little noise as I tiptoed down. As I reached the first floor, I heard movements in the kitchen below on the mezzanine level. Someone was carrying utensils to the ground floor dining table. I paused at the first floor, worried Gopika might see me. I opened the door to my apartment, which was dark as the lights were off. My mother Bindu's bedroom was shut, even though her room's light was switched on. I stepped inside into the darkness of the living room. Maji was snoozing on the sofa. Kaun? Her voice startled me. I moved and hit the side shelf. Kaun hai? She said again. She tried to find her spectacles in the darkness. Meanwhile, I heard Gopika climb the steps from the ground floor as she re-entered the kitchen on the mezzanine level. With the stairs quiet, I stepped outside the apartment and tiptoed down the steps again. In a second, I was out of the back door. I ran towards the end of the back lane. My auto driver waited there, checking messages on his phone. I'm done. Back to Sukhdev Vihar metro station, I said. I reached the station in 5 minutes at 7:59 p.m. I couldn't find my Uber driver. I waited at the designated spot outside the parking lot near the Patanjali banner. 3 minutes later, the car arrived. Ah, found you. Your work is done, madam, the driver said. Yes. Great. Your luggage is safe. You want me to remove it? Actually, I need to go nearby to A block, A956. Can you drop me there? Sure. You already entered the destination, right? He said. I nodded and got in. My huge mountain of a backpack still remained on the back seat. I took out my phone and opened the Uber app. It still had my original destination, A956, New Friends Colony. We will be there in 5 minutes, madam, the driver said as he checked his navigation screen.